Hey there, guys. This is Ice and Blue coming at you from IceBleu Gaming, and today we wanted to do a little video of some Torment 6 farming. It's just going to be the two of us for right now. We recommend doing it with groups of 4 for the maximum XP bonus, but we just wanted to show you guys a little bit of Torment 6 farming with the Monk Tank build and the Fire Demon Hunter build that we did other videos for. You can check those out on our channel, IceBleu Gaming at YouTube. And yeah, pretty excited that the expansion patch is coming out. It's only a couple days away now.
Excited.
Couldn't be more excited. And first things first, got that Wings of Valor pre-order bonus here. So going to update my collector's editions wings from blue to yellow here for this run. More vanity items, we always like it. So
gotta be matching.
Yeah, let's get this started. So Blue, let's talk about some of the recent hotfixes to the game.
Oh man, I'm actually kind of blown away at the two most recent hotfixes. I did not see I kind of saw the nerf to the Coda run coming, but I didn't see the set item change coming. So I guess we'll talk about the nerf first as far as experience goes. So the hotfix reads, reduce the amount of experience gained by monsters with lower than average health pools. I mean, they don't specifically say Coda, and if you don't know what that is, that's the Crypt of the Ancient runs that a lot of people have been doing in Torment 6 to
in the Festering Woods, yeah.
In the Festering Woods, yeah. They don't specifically say that, but that's exactly what they mean. Is they're talking about like the skeletons. It's super easy to kill mobs, and personally, I think it's a good change. I think it's healthy for the game overall.
I absolutely agree. I mentioned in my other video I did enough Bale runs in Diablo 2, and I think it's fun or enjoyable for people to be running in and trying to exploit just one area with 2-minute-long games. I have a buddy on my friends list here, and he's already at about 550 Paragon, and I'm pretty confident all he's been doing since the patch dropped a couple weeks ago is Coda runs over and over, and I just could not imagine that. I would get so ridiculously bored.
Man, I thought I was high at Paragon 217, but yeah, no, I've seen people definitely over Paragon 500, and I'm actually, hey, speaking of which, ding, 218.
Oh, nice. Levels for everybody.
Exactly.
And let's talk about that. So they buffed the community experience bonus. Now you guys can see here me mousing over it and trying not to die. It's 100%, so it's double experience all this weekend up until Monday evening when the patch is going to release.
Yeah,
when the expansion is going to release. I dinged too. 201, there we go.
Nice, that was totally not set up at all.
Nope.
It's on the fly. No, I really like the experience bonus is kind of nice. I thought they were just going to stick at 50%, but the 100% might just be to make up for them nerfing Coda, because they kind of said they wouldn't do that. They were hoping that just the expansion itself would fix that. But I think, like I said before, I think the overall change was needed, because I don't think even with the expansion that something like Coda would have just gone away. I think people would have found the most what am I trying to say here? The most way to benefit their Paragon experience, and that's just like you said, that's not that much fun.
It's the same thing that they reduced the experience from Scorpions back when Act 3, or at Crater 2 runs, Scorpion runs were a super popular way to get your experience up really fast for all of us that were trying to get our Whirlwind Barbarians or our Archon Wizards, or maybe even Tempest Rush Monks up to 100 Paragon. Blue and I both had those 100 Paragon Whirlwind Barbs, and
we hopped on the hype train.
Frankly, I've only played my Barbarian about 20 minutes since 2.01 dropped.
Oh, and so have I. I've just been so excited at the changes for the Demon Hunter.
Yeah.
Specifically the up damage for all of our spenders actually makes them fun to play.
Oh yeah.
Now, the other big hotfix change was that now all class-specific sets will only drop in Torment 1 and above, and before that wasn't the case. Before it was just the end-game sets, if you would. Like all the Nats, all the Ena's sets, those weren't considered end-game. Those were kind of considered entry-level class sets, so they're going to let those drop on like normal. But I guess they found people would just farm normal, farm the easiest content possible to get those, so gotta have a bigger incentive to
And
play.
I think it's a good change. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
there are the entry-level sets that, you know, should be available to everybody. For instance,
yeah,
like the way that Blackthorns has been dropping like candy for myself and for
Speaking
you
of which,
and
you're
for
wearing
most of
that,
my
aren't
friends in our clans. Yeah, I am wearing the 4-piece
Invincible?
still. It's fun for monk tanking. I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
We,
that's
haven't seen a champ pad in here yet, have we?
Yeah, I was just about to complain about that.
Yeah, and that's okay. We are in the crypts inside of the cemetery, and for us doing our Torment 6 farming, we like to start out here and then typically move out to
Probably the Weeping Hollow that's
yeah,
right
typically
below
the Weeping Hollow, and then we like to go to the Old Ruins, and really we're just playing through a lot of the zones in the game. Typically we avoid the fields unless we want to go in and try and get a key,
Hate that
but
place.
I just really don't like that zone anymore because of all the plague bat nests. It's just not...
Yeah, they really did not did not need to get rid of all the Khazra. I think the Plague Bats is a little overkill.
It really is.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Avenger Fast Electric Mortar.
I must wait to use that ability.
Should be easy enough. We were doing this this type of Torment 6 run just a couple days ago with 3 other monks and myself, and it's a little too easy with that many tank monks.
Yeah. Well, those guys were DPS, but just stuns everywhere, and
Right.
it's really fun to be coming in and, like, honestly, the Torment 6 farming we've been doing the past week with full games of 4 of us, it's the most fun I've had playing Diablo 3 since probably when Ubers first came out.
Oh, I completely agree. It's just it's such a huge challenge. And from what I didn't get lucky enough to get into the beta for ROS, but from what I read for everybody who was in it, even Torment 1's going to be a pain in the ass to everybody once they hit level 70. It's supposed to be really hard, like a lot harder than what it is now. Cause
Can't wait.
yeah, even right now at level 60, Torment 1 is like anybody can do it. Fresh 60 with vendor gear can, but supposedly that's going to change, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah, like, to actually bring back some of the challenge and bring not quite back to, like, the original D3 Inferno release level of difficulty,
Hopefully
but,
not.
but close. And that'll be just fine.
Yeah, speaking of challenge, I really love the way they changed the combat pacing, and that was a big thing that the developers were talking about before. Was the original stand in front of every single mob, not move, let them surround you so you can life steal your way to victory is something they didn't want, and I really think they nailed it. I'm actually looking for toughness on my items. DPS actually is more of a secondary stat when I'm thinking about farming Torment 6, and I love that change.
What do you think about the new champion and elite pack affixes?
They're really cool. I think Orbiter is. I was actually thinking before they added Orbiter that they should add some sort of moving target that you want to avoid instead of just everything kind of being static on the ground. But something like Wormhole. They really need to add a damage component to that, because right now that is the least threatening affix. Every time I see that, I'm like, all right, cool, a free affix I don't have to worry about.
Like, I can only think of one time that it really hindered me, and that was when you and we were in Vault of the Assassin that one time, and it just threw me, like, with the height difference in the area, it threw me almost 2.5 screens away. And
Took you a bit to come back.
yeah, it just was a pain in the butt to come back, but aside from that, it's really, hopefully they buff Wormhole, add some kind of damage component to it, and maybe take the switch the damage component from Jailer to Wormhole, I think, or something. Something needs to be done.
I'm okay
Maybe
with the damage staying on Jailer. I would just like it also on Wormhole. Another reason to avoid it, because right now it's if anything it helps you when you see it. You're like, okay, well I can wait to use this Wormhole and then pop out at the last second. You want to go down to the Weeping Hollow?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, cool. My other favorite place in the zone. So what else?
Lemonade. Look at that.
Oh, hey,
Little
cool.
reflection. Lemonade stand. Like it.
Love that. Going to be getting a lot of Paragon. What are you at right now for Paragon experience?
Oh,
since we've been
to like top off the level.
Yeah.
324 million.
Okay, nice.
And but I'm 4 bars in already. It's
so
just 100% is amazing. Can't wait to spend some time using it the next couple days.
Oh yeah, I can't believe Reaper Souls is getting ready to launch so soon.
It's hard to believe, Like,
so it was just yesterday that we were told the auction house was getting shut down in 6 months.
yeah, and then we prophesized that, like, when they announced that auction house was going to get shut down, what's coming next.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably going to wait until that happens before they launch the expansion.
And then finally get a release date.
And man, I'll admit, I was one of the biggest proponents of the auction house. I love the idea in beta. I was like, oh, it's going to be so cool, because I hated going to D2JSP or getting ripped off by, just trying to trade people. I'd rather have like some safe way to do it. And no, I will take it all back, because having seen how it played out, it trivialized the item hunt in the game, for me at least.
For everybody,
Oh,
and then even our friends that are casual Diabloers, they'd get on and hardly even want to play because the item drops were so low. And then
I mean, why farm for items? I just
why
want them
farm
all
for
for
items? But now, pretty much everybody that I know, we've got a clan here of almost 30 people playing. Coming back to Diablo and just excited to be playing it again because there's all these awesome items that can drop, and different builds you get to build off of that, cold builds, physical builds, fire builds. It's really exciting.
I don't know if I told you, the only item I've got left pre-patch now is my Dead Man's Legacy, the offhand. I switched out all my other items to post-patch 201, and I'm still sitting at almost 230,000 DPS, 1.5 million toughness. We're farming Torment 6 right now, so they definitely did really good with the itemization.
Yeah, they really have. This monk, since I didn't level the monk until after the patch came out, it was all new gear, and it's really exciting. My wizard, I can't get rid of my Oculus offhand. It's it's
those
still
damage
too good.
rolls. You're not going to find better damage rolls for a while.
Yeah. But did get a fun fire build going on it, playing with Kiwi last night on his wizard, and my wizard is fire because I did get a pair of mage fists, and
very cool.
I think probably next video gonna be coming at you guys. It's probably gonna be after this one, fire wizard build. I had a lot of fun. I leveled up a hardcore character right after the pre-expansion patch came out, 2.01, and leveled up a hardcore wizard for the first time. Hadn't ever really been a big fan of hardcore because it wasn't with the state of the game, and the auction house and everything. Wanted to be playing on normal. But
yeah, exactly. That's how I felt until I leveled my hardcore monk with you, actually.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of fun, actually. We probably plan on making some hardcore series. Just to let you guys know, as soon as Reaper Souls, or not as soon, actually, we're definitely going to play through Act 5, but when Reaper Souls comes out, a little bit after that, we want to make a little hardcore series, see how long we can survive farming. That's going to be a lot of fun, too.
It'll be a ton of fun.
Speaking of Reaper Souls, though, man, I cannot wait for rifts and bounties. I think that's one of the coolest things.
Absolutely.
I think it's a great start, though, too, because I think, if I want to make a prediction here, I think we're going to see some sort of challenges. I mean, we got ladder all but confirmed. We just don't know when.
They haven't said anything about that either. They posted, the last thing was that picture of those guys in the utility.
That Josh and the rest of the devs.
The utility, area or whatever, the maintenance.
Yeah, it looks like they're shopping at Home Depot or something.
with all the ladders, or maybe they were, maintenance area of Blizzard headquarters, or who knows. But but haven't heard any news. We've gotten some other news about different things, like they're going to buff Resplendent chests. There was a post a couple days ago about that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's pretty exciting because they feel very underwhelming right now.
Oh, so I'm not excited to get that. Even with the cool new little mini challenges with the shrines and the cursed chests. I feel like, completing it's cool just because it's a challenge, but I'm not like, all right, a second Resplendent, because I'm like, I know I might get a blue out of it. Ugh.
But, and even just those events, they're so much fun to stop and, have everybody in the group stop, wait for cooldowns, maybe change a couple skills from your normal farming skills to get ready for the chest event or the Curse Shrine event, and it's a good time, so.
I really like it. I hope they add, I heard that they're supposed to add some sort of cursed event that just spawns a boss. I haven't seen that yet, but
that'd be a lot of fun, I think.
That'd be
to see some of the bosses out in the world outside of their their standard zones could be a really good time, I think.
Yeah, suddenly you're fighting Rakanoth, in the spider cave or whatever. That'd be a lot of fun. Now, what do you think about challenges? Now, this is something that's hasn't even been hinted at yet. This is really just like a theory coming from anybody who's thinking about how to improve Diablo 3. But I think adding some sort of leaderboard challenges that could be present in like any sort of ladder system or softcore even without a ladder, I think that'd do a lot to be able to help the longevity of this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it could be really fun. Like we all know that World of Warcraft added like their challenge mode system to the dungeons when Mists of Pandaria came out, and that was actually pretty fun. Not necessarily just like the finally got me. That explosion wasn't ready for it.
Goes to ice. It's okay. I'll probably die without my tank here. No, I'll be fine. I'll res you.
I'm playing sloppy. I got it. You know, they added challenge modes there, and that was a lot of fun. I think for Diablo, some kind of system, challenge system could be fun, leaderboard, some kind of, but they're already mentioning ladders, but just that in and of itself, like if ladder all it was farming Paragon experience, it would default to people finding the most efficient way. And
yeah, they find the next Coda run.
Yeah, the next
Coda
run,
and then all we do
or
with
the next Scorpion run. So.
Is nerf after nerf for each area, you know, just to try to make it as equal as possible. And I know a lot of people don't want the XP grind. I know that's why I love playing ladder, just because of the new experience, but I never played rush, just because I knew I didn't have the next 3 weeks off to
yeah, what's the point?
So I think of having some
lives.
I think having some sort of challenges that could be, like I said, both in ladder and in softcore. So if you're on ladder, you're like, all right, fresh economy, no one has any gear, I can you know, safely race against everybody else, not for experience, but just for some sort of leaderboards against a time dungeon, or how many waves can you survive, that kind of thing. Oh,
yeah,
just
I think
it
made it really enjoyable. So
side note, legendary cloak.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
it's
actually kind of a cool
pack.
one too. I think it's Black Feather.
The one I'm wearing. My cameo amulet to make me immune and heal from the arcane here.
I'm jealous. I want that amulet.
Keeping that in my bag, so our viewers would have just seen me open and do the quick switch for that. And I really like that. I think that it's a good way to like add some kind of charm effects to the game without actually doing it. Like I've got a pair of Nemesis bracers on my wizard. They're not as good as the bracers I'm wearing for damage and toughness and healing stats, but I keep them in my bags all the time, because then when we get to a shrine, it's a free champ pack for the whole group. So
yeah, those are really nice bracers. I like those. I'm trying not to die from mortar, so I'm just gonna run around here for a little bit.
I gotta stand on the nexus point of the arcane and heal. So much fun, just mind blowing, like a whole different playstyle, you know.
Broken.
Really have done a lot of good things.
I'm gonna ID this cool cloak here real quick.
Yeah, let's check out that cloak and then call it a day here.
Yeah, that sounds good. Cool to end on a legendary.
Upgrades, yeah.
Actually, yeah, I'm not using Fan and Eyes, which is my current cloak. Oh, you didn't see it. That's right. My bad.
Since I've got clan chat turned off. Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a cool cloak. I'll definitely be wearing that. Okay, guys. Well, that's probably it for our video. So thanks for watching. This has been Blue, and
this is Ice. We're here for IceBleu Gaming, and please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave us your thoughts on what you want to do first when ROS comes out, whether you're going to be leveling a Crusader up first, or if you want to you know, push through Act 5, see the new content. Let us know your thoughts on ROS, thoughts about the hotfixes we talked about here today, and yeah, can't believe it, 100% experience buff. We were here for 10, 15, 20 minutes, and each of us got a Paragon level, and I'm about to ding again, so
I've got
we're gonna hit the farming. So yeah, thanks for watching.
All right, see you guys later.